You've all heard the rumors by now, and maybe you've heard the backlash from fans all over the internet complaining that Xbox as a brand is irrelevant. But in case you haven't heard, there's a very real possibility that Xbox Game Pass will be featured on the Nintendo Switch. And while a lot of people are up in arms about this rumor for reasons I will never understand, there are also a lot of fans that seem pretty happy about it. Because while most people will rage over hardware sales and figures, waiting for the NPD group sales figures in order to troll one another, the hard truth is that gaming is changing in ways we've never seen before, especially with tech giants Google and Amazon trying everything in their power to get into the gaming market. The entire gaming industry is going to look much different in just a couple of years, and companies that don't adjust to the market will be left in the dust. Be it adjusting to cloud-oriented games, more studios, better consoles, or trends, the day of the plastic box as the centric part of gaming is over. And I'm happy about it as a gamer because a company that confines itself to one platform is working at a disadvantage compared to others that will give the user freedom in how they play their games. So when I hear Microsoft plans to bring more Xbox first-party games to Nintendo Switch, much like they've done with Minecraft, it excites me to see gaming take a new stance. So the first reason why I think Xbox Game Pass coming to Nintendo Switch is a good idea is that it has to be everywhere if Microsoft wants it to succeed. While everybody calls Game Pass the Netflix of gaming, they forget that Netflix is on every single device imaginable. There's a reason why Netflix has over 140 million subscribers, because it has amazing content and it's on every device you can get your hands on. And Phil Spencer has hinted for a very long time that Game Pass is meant to go to every device possible when he stated, "So we built Xbox Game Pass, it started on console, it will come to PC, and eventually it will come to every device. We use the flywheel that we have with customers on an Xbox to start the growth in Xbox Game Pass." But as somebody sitting back and taking a long-term view of where our business is going, you should look at that as a business model that we think scales to billions of people, not hundreds of millions of people like retail does. You heard that right, people. He wants to reach billions of people, not millions. As it stands, console gamers consist of about 200 million people, which is a strong foundation, but not enough for services like Game Pass to reach the profits it wants. The way you reach that many people is to expand your brand's reach outside of just a console. And that ties into my second reason why Microsoft is expanding their brand to the Switch, and that's long-term planning. While Xbox started as a console-centric form of entertainment, it has evolved past that because it has to. This change has more to do with Google, Amazon, and Apple joining the gaming markets. We already know that Google is establishing their own cloud streaming platforms for gaming, so they're right around the corner as a threat to Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony. If Microsoft and Sony compete only against each other while these giant tech companies enter the gaming market, it could spell huge losses for both companies. That's why it's smart for Microsoft to release XCloud, Xbox Live, and Xbox Game Pass on other platforms because these other tech companies aren't limited by one plastic box that maybe 100 million people will buy. It's all about long-term planning and allowing people to play games at any time on any device at a high quality of 1080p by streaming through the XCloud and Xbox Live. Because if you think Google, Amazon, and Sony aren't going to reach the masses with their game streaming services, you have another thing coming. It would be extremely foolish of Microsoft to not put their games on all devices. And yes, that includes Nintendo Switch and PS4 platforms. Put Game Pass on every device you want and allow your market to expand considerably. As history has shown before, the company that doesn't ride the wave of technology in their business plans tend to be left behind and forgotten. And with 5G wireless connections rolling out, it would be wise for all companies to take advantage of the technology at hand. And most people would think this would spell the end of hardware, and this is where my third point is about the hardware of Xbox consoles, which if you pay attention to what's being said across Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and every other form of social media, people think that the console hardware is leaving and never coming back, all because Game Pass and Xbox Live are going to be on Nintendo Switch and other devices. This makes no sense considering Xbox has hired more engineers, developers, and invested more into Xbox hardware than they have ever before in their history. We already know that Xbox is making next-gen consoles after Phil Spencer hinted at them during E3 2018. Not only are they going to make consoles for this foreseeable future, they plan to be the leader in power no matter what in the console space, which should make Xbox hardware-centric fans feel like first-class gamers. Having Game Pass games going to Nintendo Switch doesn't take anything away from the Xbox gamer. Instead, it gives Microsoft better incentive to make more games for them because there's a bigger profit margin attached to every game now. My last but definitely not least point is that putting Game Pass on Nintendo Switch can be a Trojan horse type of move for Microsoft to finally break into the Japanese market. It would be an understatement to say that Xbox has had a very hard time to break into the Japanese market space. PS4 is the dominant platform in Japan by far, with Xbox almost being a complete non-factor in the country. This doesn't just mean console sales, we're talking about software sales also, which is arguably more important for companies to sell. And if you've been paying attention, console sales in Japan have been falling at a pretty alarming rate. Mobile gaming has completely dominated that market space. In turn, Nintendo Switch has sold over 6 million units, which has passed the PlayStation Vita, a product that was out 6 years longer. If the Japanese market gets their hands on Xbox Game Pass through the Nintendo Switch, it could spell huge profits for Microsoft in the short and long term. It could help a lot more Japanese developers feel far more comfortable making games for Xbox and also porting their games over to Xbox. It's a win-win for Nintendo and Microsoft. It's almost like, why wouldn't you put your games on there? But as for what I think about all this, I don't see the problem with any of these business decisions because they don't affect my day-to-day gaming. And I also see this as a way for Microsoft to expand their gaming market, which would entice them to invest more money into gaming. And hey, that's exactly what I want from every company that makes games. I want them to make more games, give me more content to consume. I honestly don't see a downside from this strategy. By opening up their platform, Microsoft will be able to stay a powerhouse in the gaming industry. While the console is a vital part in their quest for 2 billion gamers, they will continue to invest in both hardware and services. It will ultimately help them achieve a goal that will only benefit gamers, which is expand gaming to heights that we've never seen before. So instead of acting like the sky is falling, let's enjoy all the games we have coming our way and also enjoy Game Pass on whatever platform you want, because at the end of the day, gaming is about connecting with others and sharing great experiences together. But enough about what I think. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Go down below and let's have a discussion about this. Do you think Microsoft is doing the right thing? Does this make you want to leave the Xbox ecosystem for some reason? Are you even more excited for the Xbox platform knowing others can enjoy your favorite games? Does this make you want to buy a Nintendo Switch? Go down below and let me know. And like always, hit that like button and subscribe button. It means a lot to me and it helps the channel out a lot. And also go on Twitter and give me a follow at Zalker87. I'm always on there discussing games and interacting with everyone. So go over there and give me a follow. And that's all for now, everyone. Thanks for watching. And remember, enjoy your gaming on whatever platform you want. Later.